Have you ever wondered if it makes sense for you to install a solar panel? I will be taking on this challenge as part of the UN Sustainable Development Goal 7. There are a few different variables that can impact a decision to install a solar panel. For example, which city you live in. This is important because different cities receive different amounts of sunshine. Through these variables, we can then calculate a payback period on the investment. Let me take you through the code. I have used the following libraries. Tkinter to build the user interface, Beautiful Soup and requests to extract data from a website, Pandas to store the data in Python, Pillows for my background photograph, Tiflip to get the closest match for an entry, and Threading to run the program smoothly. I found this website on Wikipedia that listed the sunshine hours in a year for many different cities. Let me show you the web page. Here you can see a table, but for each city there's a column at the end with the number of sunshine hours in a year. We need to extract this into Python. I'm using Beautiful Soup to find the column in the table, and then using Pandas to convert the information into a Python table. The column to get the data depends on the user input for the city. Here I'm using a dictionary to find and sort the sunshine hours based on the user's input. I'm also using closest match to check and correct typographical errors that the user makes. When the user enters the required information, this section of the code gives a small pop-up to say that the output is being calculated, or if there is an error. This section with an if-else is the call calculation, to take in the variables of sunshine hours and roof space, to calculate the solar output and payback period. This section then shows the results not just in the form of kilowatt hours, which can be difficult to understand, but in the form of common household appliances. The user interface of the calculator has three sections: a welcome page to explain the purpose, a main page for the user to input their information, and an output page for the results. Each page has a next button that connects it to the next page. On the results page, a button has been created to take the user back to the input page if he or she wants to enter different variables, like a different city. Here you can see the welcome page explaining the purpose of the calculator. This is the input page for the user to input their information. I'm going to type in Tokyo as the city we live in and 300 square meters as the size of the building. Let's see the results. We have 30,000 kilowatt hours every year, and this is equivalent to powering 31 air conditioners. Let's click back and try something different. I'm going to type out Sydney. But notice I'm spelling it a little bit wrong. Let's see what happens. The calculator automatically corrects it to Sydney. And look, the payback period is 5 years, which is less than the 7 in Tokyo, because Sydney receives more sunlight than Tokyo. I hope you like my calculator. Thank you.